Hello and welcome to Mystic Monday. It's Monday, everyone, and we're back with a very hot topic since it was Valentine's Day yesterday. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone or anyone who celebrates. I don't, I worked in marketing for years, as you know, and I know this is just a marketing ploy, and Valentine's Day shouldn't be just one day. During a year, it should be every day. We should share love, especially with people who are lonely and alone, and they need a lot of love and they need companionship at the moment. So that's my take for Valentine's Day. But today's topic is something I feel that a lot of you are interested in and have a lot of questions because it's a somewhat controversial topic. The topic of twin flames and soulmates, because these are two different things, and people usually confuse this two. They think that soulmates are twin flames are soulmates, but that's not the case, and I'll get right into it. And also today, for the very first time, we have a special guest. It's Andrew Barker. He's a psychic medium and tarot reader. He also channels angels, and that's why I wanted him to come join us today, because I would love to hear his take, and we can ask him questions and just have him join our little Mystic Monday session. Right, let's get right to it. Twin flames. Let's start with twin flames. What are they? So twin flames basically are when you meet your twin flame, you're supposedly meeting someone who mirrors you, who is very similar to you, reflects a lot of your insecurities, securities, emotions, and you're very similar. You almost communicate telepathically, but at the same time, it can be very, very intense. And that's why it's called twin flame. It has to do with fire. And it is a very, very fiery relationship. Now, I just want to start off by saying that me, myself, and I personally do not really believe in twin flames. I'm sorry if I disappoint people out there, but I only believe, and usually I only talk about things that I've experienced myself. And I haven't experienced a twin flame relationship or twin flame love affair, whatever it is. I have experienced karmic relationships, and we can talk a little bit about that, but not twin flames. And to be honest, having done research, because I did have to do research because I really wanted to find out where did this come from, because it is a new agey thing right now. It is a new agey term that a lot of people are using right now, saying, oh, I found my twin flame, or when am I going to find my twin flame? I have people who ask me during readings, oh, am I ever going to find my twin flame? And I'm like, highly unlikely, because they, in my opinion, it's just basically a story, a nice story like soulmates, but soulmates do exist, and I'll get to that. Like saying, I found the love of my life. This is the one person that I connect with, the one person that, we don't even need to talk to each other because we communicate through telepathy. So I lost my trail of thought because I just realized that I haven't said hello to the chat, and I just want to say hi to everyone who's here today. Thank you very much. I see that Paranormal Witchy Pixie, which is Pixie who's changed her name, I assume, is here. And of course, our panelists are here. Gina B, hi Gina. And Casey, Priya, hi everyone. Shan, thank you for being here. Hello and welcome. Right. So let's go back to twin flames. Where did this start from? So it comes from an ancient story written by Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who he said that people had thousands and thousands of years ago, they had 4 legs, 4 arms, and 2 faces. And at some point, this human or this entity split in half, and these two just went their own way. But throughout time and throughout all these lives, these flames, these 2 separate individuals that were once one, are looking for each other through time. That's the story, and that's how it began. And people do believe, especially when they jump into very intense or passionate relationships, they mistaken that relationship for a twin flame, relationship. But that's not necessarily it. It's chemistry, it's passion, it's sexual attraction, it's a lot of other things. Because twin flame relationships, as it is described, as is the definition, and I'll read you the definition now, is twin flames are 2 souls who were once one and the same energy consciousness. Sorry. Yes, okay. Yes, when you hear it that way, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't, to be honest. The reason why is, how can you be in a relationship, all right, with someone who is basically, who mirrors you, who mirrors your emotions, who mirrors your reactions? It's impossible to be in a passionate, loving, happy relationship with a person who is like that, because if they're mirroring you, you're constantly looking at your reflection. And I don't mean your physical reflection, I mean your inner reflection, the good and the bad. And how can a relationship really work out when you have someone across from you, or someone that you're with, that you're constantly reminded, I can't speak, of your weaknesses and your strengths. So again, to me, this all doesn't really sort of add up. But what does add up are soulmates. And because soulmates do exist. We talked about soul groups last week, and how we are part of a family, a soul group. And from that, some of us, we decide to incarnate together or reincarnate together. But, you know, we choose different roles in the life that we choose to incarnate in, because that helps us evolve energetically, evolve, ascend levels. I can't speak today. I'm really sorry, everyone. Bear with me. I'll get to it. So soulmates, yes, they do exist, but they're not necessarily in the form of a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a lover. They could be a friend. It could be a sister, your brother, could be your mom. And how do you know they're soulmates? Because as soon as you're with them, as soon as you're in the same room, or you're on the phone with them, you feel at ease. You feel like you're at home with them. You feel that you don't need to say too much because they understand you. You don't need to share too much because they feel you. Those are soulmates, and they have your back. And yes, with soulmates, you have ups and downs, and you can have extreme ups and downs because you have to go through a process with these soulmates. And that involves karmic lessons. It involves from the past, karmic lessons of the present, and it just involves a lot of different layers that bring you together and help you bring that relationship and yourself to a level. So you're basically here to help each other, to support each other spiritually and practically as well. what else can I say about soulmates? Soulmates are not necessarily karmic lessons. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you are with your soulmate, if you do feel that you're married or you are in a relationship with your soulmate, that that's a karmic relationship that eventually is going to end up becoming quite toxic or quite hurtful. That's not necessarily true. But yes, there are, as I said, ups and downs. And with your soulmate, when you fight and when there is an argument, it usually escalates pretty quickly and it goes boom. It's like the Hiroshima mushroom. Why? Because you're connected. You're connected not just on this side, on this world, but you're connected because you're part of the same soul group. So everything you do in that relationship together, it's like a Rubik's Cube. They really affect each other. You really affect each other, and every little piece moves together. And you have to work together to evolve as a human being, to evolve as an entity, as a spirit, to nurture your soul, to teach yourself your soul lessons. That's why we need soulmates, and that's why we have soulmates, and we have more than one. In contrary to twin flames, where it is said that you only have one twin flame. There's just one, because that's your other half, right? And there is no way that, and it's not necessarily true that you're going to meet your twin flame in this lifetime. You could have met in past lifetime, or you could meet in a future lifetime, but not necessarily in this lifetime. That's what it is said. Again, as I said, I don't believe that. I don't. I've yet to experience it. I've heard a lot about twin flames, and I really think it's just basically a buzzword, a new age buzzword that everyone, especially the younger generation, like to use. And they like to say, oh, I found my twin flame. And it's more of an excuse, let's just say, for really feeling infatuated over someone, because that's an infatuation more than anything. And there is actually a psychological term for that, and I looked it up. I can't remember right now. I'm really sorry. Maybe Dana can help us with that, but I'm not sure what it's called, where there is this psychological the way your brain works is that when you are very, very attracted to someone, and there's the chemistry is there, and you end up feeling giddy, and you become more infatuated with this person. This can also be confused, according to psychologists, with twin flame relationships, because those relationships can be catastrophic. They can be so intense that they can be catastrophic. If I could, I just thought of something. If I could think about another way of making an example out of twin flames, it's saying putting two Scorpios, okay, in quarantine, two Scorpios in a relationship in quarantine for 6 weeks. It's going to be a disaster. There's going to be a lot of sex there. Yes, a lot of passion and sex, and a lot of, I think you're sexy, I love you, and a lot of that. But there's going to be a lot of this as well. There's going to be a lot of tension, because Scorpios can be self-destructive. And in my opinion, so is this twin flame relationship. It sounds like it's more of a self-destructive, you go into a relationship with someone who really intensifies your feelings and your emotions, but at the same time, deep down, your intuition says, your guts say that this is not good for you, that you're going to suck out the energy out of each other, and it's not going to end up well. So that's my take on twin flames. And on soulmates, I'm going to keep it short today, my intro, because we also have Andrew jumping in a bit later in about 10 minutes or so. But I'm going to bring out my soul sisters, the Mystic Monday panel. I hope everyone's ready. Hi, Kim. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, darling. Hi, Jenny.
Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Kim.
So, what do you think about twin flames, girls?
I believe in soulmates.
Mm-hmm.
Not so sure about twin flames, but I do believe in soulmates.
How about you, Jenny?
Okay. I don't know if I believe in twin flames when I read the definition of it, how you explained with the Plato definition of two people just kind of splitting in two and looking for their other half forever. That I don't believe. I mean, I'm always open to things, but that I don't necessarily believe. But I mean, there are people that make like their living off of like twin flame or readings and things like that. I just take it as soulmates. I do wonder if there's like one special soulmate, because I've heard like a term kindred spirits and things like that, but I don't know. I just think you have many soulmates, many people that you can probably be very happy with. I like how you mentioned karmic relationships as being something also different. And I think if there is such a thing as a twin flame, it would be extremely destructive and explosive. And if you can figure that one out, then you're probably extremely elevated. I don't know. Because I wouldn't be able to. If there was two of me, no.
How about you, Dana? What do you think?
I think that it is kind of like when you hear Greek mythology, so to speak. It's a good story, the twin flames. But when you were talking about earlier a psych definition for people getting confused and thinking someone's good for them when they're not, I think sometimes people meet, and it's like those teenagers that you see in high school that are just obsessed with one another. They can't get enough of one another. God forbid if they find another person that they're interested in. You've seen them. They're sort of those breakup, makeup, destructive couples that no one dare touch. They think they're the only ones for each other. It's that kind of thing. The pheromones start going wild, and the chemistry and the sexual chemistry is there, and it gets in the way of common sense because people may be desperately lonely, and they let all of the pheromones and the chemistry get in the way of what's going in, the red flags going off. So it can get really highly volatile because maybe they get married because of all of that. And then when all the dust settles and they really realize what's going on and who they are and what the dynamics are, it typically ends up tragic. Or if not tragic, it ends up a nightmare and they divorce.
Very true. Let me just say that Andrew is backstage. Hi, Andrew.
Hi,
so
Andrew.
I'm going to bring him on. Are you ready? He's on.
Hi.
Hi, Andrew.
Welcome.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you. Thanks for having me. Sorry, I'm a little late.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We were expecting that, but it's fine. We were just talking about twin flames and soulmates, and we're just talking about the differences. And I was just telling everyone that I'm not a twin flame believer because I do believe only in what I experience myself or what I see for myself. What is your opinion? What's your take on that?
So I think when I started hearing about twin flames, it came from a lot of people who were trying to justify being in a relationship that was terrible. And they're like, oh, but this person is my twin flame. Like, no, they're not. Like, they're burning you. They're not a twin flame. Like, they are burning. I can't curse on here. Sorry, I don't know. But like, they're burning your shit to the ground. Like, they're not your twin flame. And it seems like there were so many people who were looking for an easy out through, like, oh, I can stay in this because, you know, this is my twin flame. And without realizing that twin flames, if you truly believe in twin flames, they're not just romantic. They can be like best friends. They can be partnerships. They can be, things of that nature. So I'm not necessarily a twin flame believer.
Right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's
it.
the difference.
Yeah. And I feel like the phrase twin flame has kind of been hijacked by a lot of people. Yeah, by a lot of people who want to, here's a $5 reading about your twin flame, but there's also a curse on you. There's a curse on you and your twin flame, and I'm going to need $4,937.63 to get rid of it for you, so that you can be happy. And people are gullible, and that just pisses me off.
I agree, because I get people who ask me, I'm like, am I ever going to meet my, when they come for readings, they're like, am I ever going to meet, my twin flame? Or, what does my twin flame look like? Or what is I'm like, no, no, wrong reader for that, because that's not the point, because everyone in your life, anyone you've met throughout your life or you're about to meet, they're here for a reason. They're in your life for a reason, right? And it has nothing to do with flames or twin flames or Plato or anything like that. It has to do with us all being connected, part of the same energy, part of the divine. Also would like to say, I mentioned that in the beginning about you. I mentioned that Andrew is a psychic medium and a tarot reader, but you also channel angels, right?
Yes. Yes,
Tell
absolutely.
us a little bit more about that. We had a whole episode dedicated on angels, but I'd love to hear your take.
Yeah, so when I first started channeling, I didn't know what I was doing. I decided to draw an oracle card. I was just like, I'm just going to draw an oracle card, and I'm going to just sit here and just write, what I feel about the oracle card. And as soon as I got my pen and paper and sat down, I started hearing like guidance. I started like hearing what the card meant for me specifically. And I was like, okay. And I started writing, and I still have the notebooks, and my handwriting actually changed. I write very big and messy, and my handwriting got super neat and small. Like, it's super small. And so then I realized that I was channeling and started channeling my spirit guide. And now I channel angels every month for the people on my Patreon. So the angel that we're talking about, I channel, and they get a message from them. So it's crazy. I still can't believe it sometimes.
That's incredible. Do you know your guardian angels' names?
My guardian angels kind of change. It just kind of depends. My spirit guide's name is Francisco. Admittedly, I don't work as much with my guardian angels as I probably should, but I don't know. I don't really know why, but I mainly work with like the big archangels and my spirit guide, and unicorns and stuff.
And unicorns. Jenny loves unicorns.
I'm loving this. I need to follow you. Are you on YouTube? Because this is awesome.
Everything's going to be down. I've linked everything down below, so you can find Andrew, his website, his IG. Everything is linked down below, so you can find Andrew and connect with him if you want angel messages.
What unicorn messages?
And unicorn messages.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Andrew. Let's start with that. So when did you start? Did you start doing what we're doing? And how did it all start?
So it all started. So I left the church, and I was just like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing? I have to do something, because I felt like, I guess the aspect of believing in something was so strong. Like, I needed to believe in something. I have never been a person where I just could not believe in anything. There just has to be something. And so I actually picked up Teresa Caputo's book, The Long Island Medium. And I started, which she's just the freaking greatest. Like, you can't tell me I love her. And I started, I read in the book, when you see 444, it means that angels are all around you. And I was like, oh, I love that. That's great. And so I started seeing it everywhere, as it always happens. Every time you start seeing one angel number, you start seeing every single one of them. And you're just like, oh my God, give me a break. But I started seeing 444. And then I started seeing other numbers, which led me to Doreen Virtue's angel number book. And I was like, oh, this is a good book. And which led me to like down the Doreen rabbit hole. And that's when I bought my first deck, which was the Archangel Power Tarot cards. I still have my very first deck. I use it all the time. I love it. And I started just pulling cards. And the very first card I drew, I was like, you can't tell me that this isn't real, because I was going through a breakup. And it was a card about breakups. And I'm like, stop it. And so I started reading. I was like, stop. So I started reading for friends and family, like through Facebook Messenger and, you know, stuff like that. And then I took the Certified Angel Card Reader course, and that's when I started reading professionally. And I was like 7.5 years ago, I think, something like that.
But did you know before that you were psychic?
So I had a few experiences when I was little. So I remember we were in church.
Sorry. I think you have a little issue with your microphone. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay.
Kim, is it all right if I drop you for a second? Because I think this is, thank you. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Sorry.
Is it better now? Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, it is. I think it is. Okay. Yes.
So we were in church, and I was probably around 4, honestly. And I saw a figure walking along the back pew. And I was like, what's he doing here? And my mom was like, there's nobody there. And I was like, but there's someone there. Like, what are they doing here? Like, what is it? And it was really, really, really freaking scary for me. And they kept telling me that no one was there. And so I was just like, okay, fine. Like, there's just no one here. Like, fine, whatever. And then it stopped, and nothing like that ever really happened again. But as I was growing up, I was drawn to anything about ghosts, the paranormal, psychics, Sylvia Brown, when she was on the Montel Williams show. Yeah. Like, even though like she was questionable, like I was going
to ask you, do you think that Sylvia Brown was a fraud? That's $1 million question, right?
So I think everyone's a little bit psychic, right? Like we always say, everyone has an intuition. Mm-hmm. I have heard stories from people who have experienced her firsthand, like have been in the same room with her, who like used to know her, and they said she was a terrible, horrible person. So for me, it was like that she was just absolutely just disgustingly terrible to people. So for me, like, I don't know if she was really psychic or not, but from what I've heard, like, she was just a terrible person anyway. But I don't know. There are a lot of things that she got wrong, but we can't all get it right all the time because we're all different. So I don't know. I feel like she was right about some things, but there are other things where I'm just like,
I agree. I mean, I know. And the thing is that how can you, I mean, a lot of mediums can say, okay, because she described the afterlife with precise detail, right? She even described it in her books, because I've read all of her books. I read them when I was like 11 or 12 or something like that. She even described temperature in the afterlife. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? I mean, that's way too much detail. And, you know, we do this, right? We're psychics. You know stuff, you've been shown things, you've been told things, and you receive messages, but we don't have the details. Right. And we haven't been there unless you've had an NDE. Dana has had an NDE, but she's seen things differently on the other side, not the way that Sylvia Brown describes. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, her description of the other side was always it never set right with me. But then again, I guess it can morph into what you want it to. Like if you die and you believe you're going to go to a place filled with unicorns, who's to say? But her version of the afterlife is totally different than what mine would probably be. Mine would be like Britney Spears music blasting all the time. Like,
Sorry.
Love it.
I like it.
The free Britney Spears, not the one that's
Yes.
under the conservatism, whatever it's called. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Brittany under the weird spell.
Right.
That's what they say. That's what they say. That they say that she's been programmed. Like a lot of these, like Hollywood kids, were just going off topic, but it's all right. I mean, it's an interesting topic, I guess. So that's what they say, but I'm not sure what's going on there. She's definitely under something.
She doesn't seem like herself.
No.
For sure.
No,
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. I feel so bad for that girl.
It's so sad. Like, I just want her to be free, and I want her to maybe release one more album just because I'm selfish and greedy. But then you can go retire to Hawaii, and I'll be fine. And go on tour one more time. Just one more time so I can see you again.
And do it for your Britney concert myself. She's awesome in concert.
Oh, yeah, she's the best. Oh, gosh.
Love it.
It's like being in the presence of God.
Well,
You guys.
I like it.
So back to our topic. Andrew, the next question is, which I forgot right now. What's wrong with me today? Guys, I'm just like, I'm so all over the place today. I'm not with it. No, but the next question is, because you're medium, right? So how do you receive your messages? Are you clairvoyant? Are you clairaudient?
I'm clairaudient and clairvoyant. So
Same.
if they're not like throwing stuff at me, like throwing like phrases at me, I forgot my words. I was like, wait, what would it be?
It's all right.
I'm just like, it's okay. And then I'm mainly like, clairvoyant's my main go-to, but I don't know if this makes sense, but clairvoyance is the one that I go to, but clairaudience is my stronger one. And so like, I will always hear messages before I see them, but I focus more on seeing. I don't know why, but yeah.
Same.
So clairvoyant and clairaudient.
Same with me. I normally hear messages, and then I see, and then usually it's followed by an image or a vision or something. And the worst part is when you hear one thing and the vision that comes right after is very different to what you just heard, and then you're like, I have to piece this together right now. And what the hell does that mean? Yeah, what does that mean? And then that's when I normally start getting other messages through as well. And that's when I use tarot to sort of clarify those messages. I don't know if you work that way as well.
I have. I used to actually, that used to be what scared me, is that in mediumship readings when I was first starting out, I was like, I don't have cards. I can't use cards in mediumship. I can't do that. It has to be just me. And then I went through, I was like, oh, I can use tarot in mediumship. It actually works really well together. So it's very nice to do that sometimes if I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Like, come on, help me help you.
Exactly. I've just dropped the link if anyone wants to call in, because people just, our community wants to call in and they want to join in the conversation. Maybe they want to ask you something. Would you be up to doing a lightning oracle reading for anyone, if anyone wants to, Andrew? I normally do that,
sure.
but I mean, if you're up for it and anyone wants an angel reading, which deck are you using, by the way?
This is the Prism Tarot. Actually, this is the one that I've been using a lot. It's really nice. It's really pretty.
Oh, nice. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I've been following the artist forever, and I just, it's so.
They look
it's so
beautiful, stunning.
Yeah, it's my baby. It was one of the only decks I brought in here with me because I am currently like propped up.
It's hot. Jenny, do you want like an angel reading? Because you are very connected to your angels.
What do I ask? I don't know what to ask. I feel like I've got so much clarity lately.
You can just keep it open too. Like if you're just like, you know, what's going on?
What's going on? Tell me something. Tell me something good. Something real
the deck's
good.
upside down.
Are we going to free Brittany?
I don't want any towers, please. Just deal again if you get a tower.
Oh God. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I want to know of those lately.
Honestly, like these literally match exactly what you said. So you have the Ace of Cups.
Oh my God.
Which is, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. And look, they're in a hammock. Like they're just like,
oh wow, Nine of Pentacles, like, is that?
Yeah. So I mean, these two cards together, emotional clarity, like seeing things crystal clear, feeling things crystal clear. I feel like there were situations too that like people were trying to make you feel a different way and try to make you like upset or angry, and you were just like, no, like I'm not doing that. Like this is my bubble, so like GTFO, like I'm not doing it.
That's funny.
And I feel like people are honestly almost pissed off at you because you're just like, I'm not gonna feel that way. Yeah. Like I'm just not gonna feel that way. Like I'm in my little hammock, like I'm counting my money, like I'm doing well, like leave me alone.
So true, huh, Jenny?
I like that. That's actually where I'm at right now. Like, yes, I am. Yeah. I think the cup is me. I love myself. I love myself.
I think she wants to. Wait, I'll bring Kim in. I hope the sound is good. Hi, Kim. Did you want to ask Andrew something?
Yes, I'm gonna do the same as Jenny. Just tell me something.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Lavin. Thanks for being here.
Let's see what we got. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles, which is just, it's just a pretty deck. And then you have the Seven of Cups.
Ooh.
Wow.
So if there's something that you've been like looking to start, or something that you've been looking to get more emotionally invested in, or something that you've been wondering, like if you should or shouldn't do, like, is this practical? Is this something that I really need to do? Is it something that's just going to like make me happy for the short term? The answer to that is it's really up to you. You know, the Page of Pentacles is all about starting something new in the physical world. So whether it's a physical project, whether it's a job, business, whether it's a new offering in a business, no matter, or entrepreneurship, like anything related to the physical world, like something that's going to be tangible, that you're going to actually feel, and that you're going to be able to see something you're going to be able to see the progress on. I'll get there. Eventually.
I'm having one of those days too, Andrew. It's fine.
I'm sitting here like, what are my words?
5 more days of Mercury retrograde. 5 more days, right?
I can't wait.
Yeah, 5 more days.
But the Seven of Cups is telling you that you're really going to get out of it exactly what you feel and know that you will. So if you're trying to start something new and you're like, but what if it goes this way? What if it goes that way? What if it doesn't work? You know, XYZ, like as soon as your emotions align with an outcome, like as soon as you start feeling like it's going to be a failure, or as soon as you start feeling like it's going to be a success, the universe is going to be like, all right, guys, you heard it, go. And
all right, guys, like, you heard
it. So I hope that made sense.
It did.
Oh, no, it did. For us who know her, it made sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. That's incredible. Love it.
Your turn, Dana.
I love seeing other readers giving readings.
I do
love
too.
It.
I love that you put me in my bubble going, stay out of my bubble.
So if anyone who's watching us now wants to call in, if you want to ask anything, if you want to have a quick lightning reading with Andrew, Dana.
Could I have
Dana.
Just a what?
Just a quickie.
Yeah. Oh, quick.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Well, we're talking about twin flames. So
Just whatever you want to give me. Whatever you want to send me.
Look. You have the Ace of Swords,
mm-hmm.
and you have the Queen of Swords.
Mm.
So the Queen of Swords, when I was learning about tarot, they call her the garage sale queen. That's what the people that
Oh, Lord.
because she's just like, if I don't want it, if it doesn't bring me happiness, whether that's a relationship, whether it's a thought pattern, with the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords, it's normally going to be like any type of thought patterns that haven't been serving you about a situation. Like, she's just like, nope, we're going to pack these up and we're going to ship them off, and they're going to be gone. And the Ace of Swords is all about clarity, and it's all about thinking about things in a new light. So if there's a situation or like a circumstance that you're just like, how can I see this clearly? Like, I feel like I'm missing something here. The Queen of Swords is like, the only thing that's missing is you need to kind of back away from it a little bit and get a higher perspective and see, hey, like, I've been thinking about it like this, and I need to just kind of package that up, get rid of it, and bring in this new thought process, because clarity's there. It just needs to be fine-tuned, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just need to, like, take your sword and go bam with it.
And she does come across as the Queen of Swords as well on the cards. Dana does. She is sometimes. So especially now, it makes sense, I think. Dana, I don't know. You know best.
Okay, you can talk to me later.
I don't think she knows what the Queen of Swords really means, but it's an awesome card. She's awesome. She's the boss.
Oh, yeah. The Queen of Swords is amazing. Idina Menzel actually has a song called Queen of Swords.
Who does?
Idina Menzel has a song called Queen of Swords.
Her.
Yeah, it's called Queen of Swords. And it is, she says, I'm slaying like the Queen of Swords. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Well,
So,
I'm going to keep
listen to
that.
that.
I'm slaying like the Queen of Swords in my head and move forth.
There you go.
Yes, cut down everything.
But you know what's
Everyone.
funny, Andrew? Although the Queen of Swords is represented by the air element, to me, she comes across as fire.
Oh, yeah. Like, she has the motivation of the Queen of Wands when getting
She's
rid of
Aries.
anything that no longer serves her. Like, just like flaming sword, like, boof, done.
The Queen of Wands is an Aries. She's an Aries.
Yes.
Well, to me, yeah. To me, she comes up as Aries, and that's why I said
Yeah.
Dana. Dana's an Aries as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
she comes up, and she's not necessarily, air. I'm an air sign. I'm not. I'm more of a Queen of Cups than a Queen of Swords. But anyways, that's the point.
You said I'm an Aries that doesn't come off as fire.
Forget it. I'm the Empress. You're all trumped.
Is anyone else? Does anyone else want a quick lightning reading? Otherwise, we'll just keep talking. Yeah. So Andrew, so you've been doing this for 7 years. I'll just keep talking until people call in. And so what did you mention what made you buy your first deck?
Yeah, well, so I found Doing Virtue's YouTube channel, and it was actually one that she was doing a yearly reading for the year ahead or for the year that we were currently in. I couldn't remember, but I was like, regular tarot just kind of seemed so unattainable to me. Like, it just seemed like such a far, because I had bought tarot decks before, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is too much to learn. But I saw that her deck was angels, and I was already like, okay, all right. But that it also had keywords and phrases on the cards.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I was like, this is perfect. So I read with her cards forever, and that's what got me to feel confident in reading, traditional tarot. And then I took a Biddy Tarot course on reading tarot just to fine tune it. But But yeah, I wanted to read cards so bad. Like I had this pull. I was like, I have to have it. So it was actually funny because I bought everything Catholicism book along with it because I was going to a Catholic church because I loved Mother Mary, and I was trying to like get a better connection with her. So I bought a tarot deck and a Catholicism book together.
That's a good
feel you.
combination.
That's okay. My first cassette was like Amy Grant and Salt and Pepper, like my first cassette.
Right.
Amy Grant Christian.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nana. Okay, I didn't. So, hello, panel. I'm a Capricorn, and I saw where you did the reading for us. It said January and February would be rough months. So that I assume that was my YouTube readings, the yearly ones. I was going to tell you that I buried my mom last Sunday. I'm really terribly sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry.
There are no
for you.
words. I mean, okay. And she's asking, Nana, will I have better days now? Well, since you have your deck, Andrew, do you want to pull a card for Nana? Because my deck is over there. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Nana.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first card that came up was actually the Death card. So I think this isn't necessarily talking about, your tragic, I can't imagine what you're going through right now. But I think this is kind of telling you that the tables have turned. Because if you see, it's an hourglass and there are petals that are coming down. So I think things are going to turn around. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, and I don't rush through the grieving process, like you're never really going to be done with it. But don't rush through it. Like feel everything you need to feel, and realize that that's part of the healing process. You have the ten of Pentacles though, which is amazing, which is like one of the best cards. So like not like. Yeah, it's like things they really are going to turn around for you, and they're going to turn around for you in ways that you're going to be able to see in the physical world. Like you're going to be able to literally say, yep, that's it. And something that I just heard very important is to remember to ask your angels and guides for help, because you have to ask for their help in order for them to help you. And sometimes when we feel like we're not being helped, it's because we're not asking for it. So make sure that you're asking every morning. Just say, just help me with whatever today. I open the doors and just help me. It doesn't have to be specific, because we get lost in specificity, and we think we have to have these huge prayers, and we don't. And then you have the Void card that came up, and to me, this is literally starting a new life, like starting something totally fresh, allowing yourself to just drift and flow, and to just. Don't set any expectations for how things should look. Don't set any expectations for how your healing should look, because it's different for everybody. Sorry, that was a lot.
No, it wasn't a lot, and I think it was. I think it must have been very helpful for Nana to know that. Just for her to feel a little bit more at ease after what she's been through, and I'm really terribly sorry about that. But it does get better, everyone. It does get better. The second half of this year is going to be much, much better. So we have to hang in there till basically summer, and then it's just going to be a smoother ride, that's for sure. And I'm not talking about the pandemic. I'm talking about the collective in general, because I did the yearly readings for all the star signs, Andrew, and it's for all of them, almost all of them. The first half was challenging. Second half, amazing.
Oh, good. I can't wait for that then.
In the last half.
What's your star sign, Andrew?
I'm Cancer with a Taurus rising and Aquarius moon.
Another Cancer. I love Cancers. And you said Aquarius rising.
Aquarius moon.
Taurus rising, Aquarius.
Oh, and moon Aquarius.
Yes, I'm a mess.
No, you're not. I'm an Aquarius. My son is Aquarius, so I'm a mess. You're fine. Yours is the moon. It's fine. And you have Taurus to keep you grounded.
Yeah.
You're grounded.
Sometimes. Other times it just makes me
Sometimes,
eat a lot and spend a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's for sure. And you love food. Tauruses love food as well, right? And what was I going to say? And it's interesting because you've got water, earth, air. So you have. It's really interesting. And where's your Venus? Where do you have your Venus in your?
Leo.
We're talking about twin flames and soulmates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leo?
my Venus and Mercury are in Leo.
Oh dear, you're a little drama queen. When it comes to relationships, you want attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
What does that mean? So where your Venus is how you are in relationships? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Venus is like how you show love and how like about your relationships. Yeah.
Okay, my Venus is in Gemini. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm like, what does that mean?
When you make up your mind about a relationship, you're cool with it.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like communication. For you, it's everything's communication. You would never date or be with someone that is like very laconic or who doesn't express themselves.
Yes.
You need to talk and be like all the time. You need to be like, always touch points with your partner, being Gemini and moodiness. Like, I want to hug you, I want to cuddle you. And then you're like, give me my space. I need to talk to my friend.
Bingo.
Your bubble.
I didn't know. That's me. That is so me. Oh, wow.
That's Venus and Gemini. Gemini
everything. Wow, I just learned so much about myself. Wow.
So someone here, is it Project Skyfall? Sorry, I'm trying to show the comment, but it's not coming up. Hello. It's Monday. We always have technical issues.
It showed up.
Okay, Aquarius here. Can you tell me about the month ahead? I don't know. I mean, that's a reading. That's a proper reading for the month ahead. But do you want for maybe Andrew or me? I can get my deck to pull a card just for the energies. Maybe we can do that.
Yep.
I need to bring my deck. Where's my deck? Here it is.
Which deck are you using?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the light seers as usual.
I love
Yeah.
Or I have the Alice in Wonderland. Which one do you want?
Ooh. Do Alice. I love when you did Alice for me.
Alice. Who the
Alice?
Alice? Okay, Project Skyfall says yes, pull a card. Okay, sorry, I have to make some room. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card to see the energies, and Andrew can pull a card for the advice for next month. Let's do a tandem reading then. What do you think?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Let me just shuffle. We are two towery. I love this. This is like never done this before. Okay, so you said you're an Aquarius. Can you tell me about the month ahead? So March. All right. 5 of Cups. I'm an Aquarius too. Me no likey. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done in March. There's also getting rid of things that anchor you down, that weighing you down. What did you get, Andrew? Because I can see you eager to show. What did you get?
The Fool, who's floating in the sky.
That's the message. That's good. So we get rid of Aquarians. We get rid of what is weighing us down, things from the past that are not working for us, things that are challenging for us. We need to let go of those emotions. And because we're about to start a new journey, something new is happening, is opening up. And actually, March is a very good month for Aquarians, by the way. It's going to bring in a lot of coin Monday. So I can't wait. Where is it? Come on, bring it.
Right.
Bring it, let it rain. So that's good. But we still, for Aquarians, it's still a process. It's still a process. We still have to work on ourselves, on things that have really affected us from the past, that are still really affecting us. We need to let go of those in order for us to, to move forward and to transform ourselves, because we're still shedding. We're like shedding skin, like a snake. And I think that March, and how you pulled the Fool, so I feel that March is going to be the month where we're going to feel that we're done with the shedding, and now we move forward. Right?
Yeah.
I hope that helped, Project. Let me see if we have any more. Yeah, go on, Jenny. Sorry, I'm just going to look at the comments.
I was just saying that's really awesome. Yay, Aquarians! I've got an Aquarius baby, so we'll see how he turns out.
I'm trying to pass my exam. Will I graduate? Shall we do another tandem? Or do you want to take that?
We can do tandem.
Okay, it's fun.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. Hold on, I haven't even. Okay, so Queen of Swords. What did you get?
Ace of Pentacles.
Well, work hard, study hard, and you'll get your results, the results that you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pixie. But you need to work hard. I understand. I know you've been stressed for a while now with your exams, but with this Queen of Swords, it means that you need to focus, girl. You need to focus. Don't be distracted.
And stay grounded. Super grounded. Yeah.
Super grounded. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, yay, super. Very good. Awesome. Anyone else? I love that. This is fun, Andrew. Thank you. Okay, Gina. I'm a Leo. I would like to know if my dad sent me any messages. Like in general, or if he's going to send you one now. Gina, can you clarify? Until you clarify, Lala Lamb says, bought a deck, long story short, I used to keep them on my headboard in church. I was told to get rid of things that were considered not of God. And I was afraid and threw them in the trash. That's the thing. That's the taboo about tarot. Everyone thinks it's like, the Antichrist. It's a satanic ritual, that they're no good. I mean, you said you're Catholic, Andrew, right? You were raised Catholic.
No, I was actually raised Baptist, like super Protestant. And I was going to a Catholic church for a little bit after I left the Protestant church. And it was basically for like maybe not even a year, just over the span of a few months. But yeah, no, Catholics really don't mess around with tarot. It's like in their little rule book thing.
I was raised Catholic.
Oh yeah.
I'm a rebel.
Yeah, you're a rule breaker.
Yeah, but I'm not, religious or anything like that. I have my faith, which is what I do, and I'm a spiritualist, but that's about it. I believe in God in the way I believe it. I just don't believe in churches. Sorry, I just don't.
Same.
Good. We're on the same page. Gina says in general. So if in general, Gina's dad sends her messages.
Like, does he send her messages or does he have a message?
Good question.
I think she means, does he have one?
I think she means that. Yeah.
Oh, he has one now. Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew, what do you think?
So I think what I'm getting is kind of an answer to both questions. I feel like if you guys see me look away, it's because that's how like I get information. I have a blank wall, so like it's like a movie screen. And what I'm seeing is this very charismatic man, and he's just like, I'm sending you all of the messages. He's like, I'm sending you the pennies, I'm sending you the birds, I'm sending you the butterflies. Like, they're right there. They're right there. Like, they're very simple messages. Like, I feel like he's just like, he's like, I'm trying here. Like, he's just like very animated, and he's really just like raised my energy quite a bit. Like, he's just like making me like, he's just like, I'm trying. So I feel like be on the lookout for pennies that are face down. Like pennies that like face down pennies. Because I feel like if you see a penny on the ground, you can, it's very easy to write off. Like, it's very easy to write off. They're like, oh, whatever, like someone dropped a penny. But like, no. Like, look for face down pennies or coins just in general. Like, look, oh yay. Look for face down coins, because that's gonna be his way. And he's like he's literally like he's saying, this is gonna take a lot more work for me now. This is gonna be a lot more work for me, but I'm gonna do it. Like, it's gonna be so much more work. You better appreciate it. And he's so funny. Like, oh my freaking God. Yeah, face down coins. Face down. Like, if you see it face down, he's like, and you better recognize it.
And it's most likely going to happen after the show or later on today, because that's what happens. Like, when you acknowledge
like, you'll have to find me. Like, Gina, like, let me know if that happens.
Yeah.
It always surprises me, even though I don't. It just, and I'm always like, wow, it really happened. Like,
Yeah, me too. Andrew, I've got this. I'm the same. Like, I've been doing this for so long, and I'm super confident when I do readings. But when people come to me and they're like, you were spot on, and this happened, and this validated, and I'm like, wow, I'm always surprised. I'm like, why am I surprised? I know I can do this. But it's just our nature, I guess. I don't know.
I'm just like, oh, wow, look at me go.
I think it's that beauty of the awe that we never should lose that, or else we would become, emotionless, like no emotion. But it's that wonderful awe feeling every time it shocks me. It's awesome.
La La Land says, I watch Femme Tarot on Adam's channel and just love all the readings. Thank you. I've always been afraid to share the story of what happened, and I've just wondered what real tarot readers would think about the deck that you threw away. And then you said you found it. Was it wait, I saw your comment somewhere. I'm going to bring it up just so it makes more sense for everyone. They were back on my headboard. So you're talking about the deck. So the deck, you threw them away, and then they were back. You found them back on your headboard. Okay. I don't know how I can explain it, but I can tell you a personal story that happened to me when I first started reading tarot when I was around 13 years old. When I first got my first deck, the cousin of a friend of mine who taught me tarot, she said to me, for a few days, sleep with the deck under your pillow, because that's how you're gonna connect with your deck. And I did just that, and I just got goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. And I kid you not, that as soon as I switched off the light and I, closed my eyes, but I was still awake, I could hear this, psst, 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 like someone doing psst in the room. I was alone, living alone. I was alone in the room. There was no one there. And long story, I freaked out, switched on the light, whatever. I didn't even think about the deck. I completely forgot that I had the deck under my pillow. Long story short, in the morning, the deck was on my bedside table. I hadn't removed it from under my pillow, and I found it right there. So I cannot explain that for you. I don't know. Do you, Andrew, have an explanation for that? Because I don't.
No. But I will say too, don't feel bad about like having thrown the deck away because I did the same thing.
You did?
So, oh yeah, oh yeah, I actually had a deck that's out of print now. It's been out of print forever, and I remember just tossing it in the trash. And so, like, literally, like, don't feel guilty or bad about that at all because it just wasn't right for you at the time.
Exactly. It wasn't, you weren't ready, and it wasn't right. And it wasn't probably the right deck for you either, because the decks call you. They call you. They pick you. You don't pick them. Sorry, that's my belief. Okay. All of my decks, every deck, and I have a lot of decks because I like to collect, and I'm a hoarder because I'm an Aquarian. But
Yeah.
don't tell anyone. Yeah, you can relate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I threw my first deck away.
Sorry,
I
Kim?
threw my first deck away because I was told I was going to hell for having it. So I was raised in a Methodist household.
Is it possible that a deck just isn't working for you? Like, I've got this one deck that I'm like, you just are wrong every time. So I stopped using this one deck. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it was the only right deck. I don't know.
Lala, thank you. No, thank you for being here. And we're here to help, okay? Reach out anytime. I understand you're going through a very hard time at the moment as well. But just so you know, this is a safe space, and we are a community that we all here to empower and help each other.
And love each other.
Yes.
I love each other.
Unconditionally.
And oh, they do. Wow, so you're drawn to certain decks. Yes, you are. I mean, usually that's how tarot readers pick their decks. They allow for the deck to call them. I don't know, how do you do it? But of course you are tempted. I mean, I'm tempted when I see all these beautiful decks on Kickstarter and stuff like that. I'm like, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one.
Yeah. It's like add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. That's great. I'll take it. I'll take it. This is great.
I know. And then I go to Hey House. Let's see what's new. Okay. This.
Look,
All the time.
I have a quick story. I ordered a book from Hay House, and I used to look at those decks, but I was like, no way, I'm not ordering a tarot deck. But I'd look at them, and, I'm an angel person. I don't know if you knew that. If you go around my house, they're hidden, but, I mean, they're not like garish. They're hidden in places, but I've been an angel person since I was tiny, and there was a particular angel deck. I had ordered a book, but I wasn't going to buy them. Anyway, long story short, a book came. In that box was the angel deck. So I called Hay House and told them there was and it was on the invoice. I said, there's an angel tarot deck in my box. I didn't order it. And I wasn't charged for it. But it was on my invoice as free.
Someone was trying to tell you something.
And I said, I need to send it back. And the lady answered it. She kind of giggled and she said, I think you're supposed to have it. And they wouldn't accept it back. And I felt, yeah.
Keep it forever.
It
found you.
Oh, yeah.
For a reason.
So, yeah, I still have it after the song.
That is wonderful.
Gina is asking where you pick your own wand. Oh, I didn't throw my deck away. I just felt that it wasn't giving me clear answers. Like, I would ask a question and I would get an answer that was like not related whatsoever. So this deck, I thought it was just me, but now that you say like decks are, picky and choosy, maybe this deck isn't jiving with me. Maybe it doesn't like me.
Yeah, it's like, like boyfriends and girlfriends. It's all about chemistry.
Yeah.
Even with the decks. Can you see my recent, Deborah's asking, can you see my recent friend that passed around me? Is there a message? I can try. I mean, I don't know, Andrew, if you picking up anything up, but I can try. I mean, when I read the message, all I could see was like, I'm assuming it's a male friend, someone tall, was wearing a bandana, biker. That's all I got, because that's what I got as soon as I read the message. But I really need to meditate and go into a state of reading for me to be able to to read. Andrew, I don't know if you're picking up anything.
I got a male too. But for me, like my breathing got super labored.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I just feel like this was, I don't know, I don't want to say tragic, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
Like it
like
just
sudden.
feels like, yeah, like it just feels like
Mhm.
that. And I feel like even if it was like prolonged, that even just the actual like part of leaving the physical world happened much quicker than anyone anticipated. And I feel like there's just so much shock. Like I just like, it's kind of a whirlwind right now. Like just tuning into that.
I'm picking up stuff. Mhm.
She said it was at 3 a.m. today, so wouldn't that be very new, crazy energy? Like, would that person even? Wasn't that the comment where they passed at 3 a.m. today?
Hold on. I don't know. I have to look back. She says, "Okay, thank you." So I assume
it
it was a
was.
male, and it was what we're picking up. Because I definitely feel it was sudden, but I don't know. Can you? Oh, okay, that was going for someone else. The thank you, but yeah, Deborah, if you can just give us a little hint. Or if you can tell us a little bit more, because what I'm picking up is what Andrew's like, a sudden one. He's a tall guy. I can see him wearing a red bandana, like, you know, the triangle stuff here. He has a helmet in his arm. Yes, he passed today. Okay. She. Yes, she passed today, but not male, and was suddenly. So we're picking up someone else, because
No.
I would rarely pick up someone who's just recently died, because they need time.
Yeah, I thought it was a girl. Who's
That's what I
Annette?
said, yeah.
Who's Annette?
Annette?
Yeah, or
Okay.
something. I thought it was a girl. No. I know Deborah.
No, Deborah has to tell us if.
I knew Deborah's friend felt like a girl to me.
You think her name is?
Well, Deborah will let us know, I guess, but
Yeah.
that may be someone else, she says.
I just know when he passed, he didn't come through so quickly, so that's why I thought I'd mention that. I think it was just today.
I'm sorry for your friend's for your loss.
So I'm gonna drop the link one more time, because we're like way over time with this live. So if anyone wants to just jump in for a quick call, for a quick, you know, if there's anything you want to ask Andrew as well about him, what he does, how he does it, because we all work differently anyways, we channel differently. You are very welcome to call in. Let me see. No, Deborah says that this happened 3 a.m. today. To me, that's too fresh for me to channel and do the medium when someone's just passed on. And usually they're not available this soon after the passing, because especially when it's been a sudden and a traumatic passing, they also need time to realize what's happening to them. There's a procedure on the afterlife on the other side, and so maybe we're picking up someone else up, Andrew. Maybe someone else is around, because I do feel someone around me anyways.
So who are you picking up? Someone tall with like a bandana?
Someone tall, a guy.
I lost someone last month there, middle of January, that was very special to me. And he's taller, and he would appear like a biker kind of looker kind of guy.
Yeah, this guy, he's wearing cowboy boots. So he has this, like, the guy I'm seeing, he does have this biker look, but Andrew, are you with me? Are you sensing the energy as well?
He's very confident. Like outwardly, like he is just not cocky, but he's just like solid. Like just very like he's showing up to me with his arms crossed, and he's just like, I'm unfazed. Like, I'm unfazed. Like, okay. And yeah.
I'm feeling it too. I'm seeing him like he's standing there, with like that. But he's quite tall and slim. Like he's not like he doesn't have broad shoulders. He's quite like thin, but athletic. And I see him, as I said, cowboy boots. Like he's a biker. He's got longish hair, like not short hair, but sort of like a little bit longer. That's what I see. That's what I'm picking up. Who is that? That's interesting. Well, someone's here. Hi, London girl. So happy to see you. So happy you're here. Yeah, right. So I think we've run out of questions and run out of time, guys. Because we've been at it for almost an hour and 20 minutes. And I think that's way too long for people. But this was really fun. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining Mystic.
Yeah,
I hope you
this
enjoyed
was so fun.
Thank you for the reading.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I
hope you'll join
appreciate
us
you.
again and we can do like a tandem reading. I thought that was super fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We could do it on IG Live as well. Just go on and just
Yeah.
like, who wants a reading? We'll just do tandem,
That's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been
Yeah,
so
people-
great.
Jumping out of the bushes at you on Instagram.
So much fun. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And thank you so much for coming. And we hope to see you again. We would love to have you again
Yeah,
on Mystic Mondays.
absolutely.
It's a beautiful and soulful community here. Everyone is for everyone. Everyone is empowering each other. We're all here to empower each other. We talk about all these spiritual topics, things that we can't talk with other people.
Right.
Yeah.
We're here to answer questions. So thank you. And thank you everyone for being here today, for joining us for another Mystic Monday. It wasn't that manic. Tiny bit, maybe. No, but it wasn't. We call it Mystic Manic Monday because usually we have activity, we have ghosts, we have spirits coming in. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. They tamper with the electronics. It's just crazy. So everyone, thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. And I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.